An estimated 75% of adults in the United States have a fear of the dentist. They also have an outdated perception of what a dental visit will include. A cleaning, painful cavity filling, scoldings about not flossing, that's me. The approach to dental care has changed tremendously, and one office leading that change is Oak Creek Dental. Joining me from Oak Creek Dental is Dr. Tim McDuffie. And Tim, welcome. I'm excited to hear about what you've got in store for us today. And why don't you just begin by telling us what your approach is that makes it so unique?
Well, good morning, and thank you, Dave. Thanks for having me on. Oak Creek Dental Care approaches it from a consumer standpoint. We want to know what's going to make it most comfortable for the patient and most predictable. We don't want, like you said, people talking to you about your flossing and things like that.
Right.
We want to make sure it's non-judgmental. We want to make sure that you're comfortable. And one of the things that we do, how we do that is through IV sedation. I want to stress when we talk about IV sedation, it's a very predictable type of sedation. So patients are comfortable. They're sleeping. They're snoring through their appointments. They can get a lot done at one visit. And a great thing about it is they don't remember the visit in a lot of cases.
And this, I would imagine, means no shot in the gums, none of that stuff that people are afraid of, right?
Well, no, we still do make them numb. But when they're sedated, they don't remember it. They don't feel it as much. A very important thing about the IV sedation is that it's very predictable. We used to at Oak Creek Dental do what you hear on TV a lot is just a pill. Give people a pill, let them try and fall asleep, and then we proceed with their dental care. Unfortunately, with just a pill in the state of Ohio, you can only give them one dose of medication. So, you know, you've got all these people. You get an older lady that might weigh 90 pounds coming in there. You get a guy that's 26 years old, maybe weighs 240. We're giving them just a pill. We're kind of taking a guess. Is this going to sedate him a lot, or isn't it? And it's not. It doesn't always happen. I've had patients, you give them a pill, you wait 45 minutes to an hour, and they're looking up at me saying, Doc, let's get going. When am I going to fall asleep? And again, being in the state of Ohio, the way it runs is you give them one dose, and that's all you're allowed to do. My partner, Dr. Signini, and I decided, you know what, this is not good. This is not consumerism. They're not comfortable. We're not comfortable. It's just a bad experience. So we went on. We got advanced training in IV sedation. Now we're authorized by the state of Ohio, and we're licensed to offer IV sedation to patients. So now, within a matter of minutes, you give them the sedative, they're falling asleep, we know how they're doing. If they're not falling asleep, we can give them more medication. Sure. And it's immediate feedback, it's safer for the patient, it's a better experience for everybody.
Now, we're talking a lot about adults, but you also provide the right environment for kids as well to make it easier on them. Absolutely.
Now, children, we see an awful lot of children, and a lot of them are afraid. So there's other options. There's nitrous oxide available. But again, our focus is on the adults with the IV sedation.
Right. And talk about the atmosphere there. I mean, you talk about being non-judgmental and non-confrontational. I mean, you try to make it as easy an experience as possible for the patients, right?
Yes, absolutely. We ran a survey of our patients, and one of the biggest things they talked about why they hadn't been to the dentist in 10 to 20 years is fear. Like you mentioned, 75% of the patients are like that. But it's also the other big thing is they got tired of being chastised by their dentist or their hygienist, like, why haven't you been here? You know what, we pick up where they've left off. They took the courage to come into our office. So we say, that's great, let's pick up where you are. We'll tell you what we see, we'll tell you what you need, and you decide what you want at the speed you want to go. You do a tooth at a time, you do it all with sedation. It's a comfortable level for everybody.
What's that recovery like from the IV sedation? Is it difficult at all? Or
it's one of the easiest things you can imagine. They sedate quickly, and within a matter of usually 10 to 15 minutes, they're up. Nobody leaves the office until they can walk into their own power. They know who they are, where they are. They don't have a long recovery like you do out of like a surgery, like a room like that.
Right, and let's real quickly get to the offer you have for our daytime viewers today. It sounds like a good deal.
Absolutely. We're really just interested in letting people experience our dental care. So we want to offer free dental x-rays and free exam for any of your viewers. Have them call the office. The number is 614-882-5525. Let them know they saw us here with you, Dave, on daytime TV, and we'll be glad to give them that offer.
Perfect. Tim McDuffie, thanks very much. Great information. Hopefully you're going to help some people out there who need some dental care.
Thank you very much,
All right,
Dave.
Thank you very much. We appreciate that.